In the next few videos, I'm going to document my first attempt at an acrylic painting. This gives you an opportunity to see what works for me and to learn from my mistakes. In this video, I'm going to start the picture by painting a ground. I'm trying to adapt Carol Marine's approach to small loose oil paints to acrylics. She's documented her approach in her book Daily Painting. She recommends applying a ground for 3 reasons. The first is it gets rid of the white of the paper or the canvas. The second is that she likes the bits of ground that show through the finished painting. And the third is that she likes painting onto a slightly wet surface in oils. I want to get rid of the white of the paper, and I like the idea of a complementary colour that shines through the painting in any gaps that you don't paint over. But I don't want to paint onto a wet surface in this first attempt at acrylic painting, so I'm going to leave my ground to dry. There are links to Carol's book and all of the other material I reference in the description. This is the subject I'm painting. Carol suggests a good choice of a ground colour is the complement of the most dominant colour in the image. I've selected a light blue to complement the sunflowers. I'm using cerulean blue and mixing white. I'm going to apply it with this Winsor & Newton Monarch brush. It's a 1-inch glazing brush. I wasn't sure how much paint I would need, so I just squeezed some out and started spreading it out with a brush. I am using a Stillman & Birn Zeta series sketchbook. The Zeta series has got smooth extra heavyweight paper. The one I'm using is 7 inches by 10 inches. That's about 18 centimetres by 25 centimetres. I added some more blue and some white because I wanted a lighter shade. I dipped the brush in water to make it a bit easier to spread the paint around. I'm only using a little bit of water, but there is some discussion about how much you should dilute acrylic paints with water. I checked with Winsor & Newton and they said that for the first layer going onto paper, you can dilute it as much as you want. I'm trying to get a nice smooth surface to paint on. I think this should dry smooth, but if it doesn't, I might sandpaper it a little. That's it. I just need to leave it to dry. On reflection, I've probably chosen the wrong colour for this ground. The dominant colour in the picture isn't the sunflower colour. It's the blue of the walls. I think it would probably have been a good idea to use the colour of the sunflowers as the ground. The next thing that I need to do is draw the sunflower and vase, and that's going to be the subject of my next video. If you're new to acrylic painting, I'm really interested in your experiences. Please leave me a comment. Thank you for watching.